Let's bring it back to home and bring it back to building our assets with the very little that we have. Most of us are in debt. How do we juggle? How do we juggle? Because now, personally, I'm of that notion already. How do I build an emergency fund and how do I start buying assets when I'm in debt? Should I not be squashing debt first? Or how can I juggle? Can one juggle? Is that financially sane to do that? To invest Marakamo, you are in debt.
I think we that question is difficult because the reality is it's easy for us to explain it, right? It's an easy question to say you should be doing both, right?
Mm?
What we need to teach people, Kamo, is to stop living beyond their means.
Word.
That's what we need to teach people. People need to stop living beyond their means because let me tell you,
Born.
if you are asking the question of should you be juggling paying debt or investing, it means that you don't have enough for both. That's what you are ultimately saying to me. Because the right answer is yes, you should be doing both. Because remember that finance, putting money away takes time for it to grow. So if I say to you, wait until you have finished paying off your debt, you are never going to start investing. So ultimately, what I then need to say to you is you've got to do both at the same time. But I understand the conundrum that you put in front of me because you're saying to me, how do I actually channel money into investments when I have the stress of knowing kikolota koloi, kikolota egas, kikolota mangmang, I'm owing this. So what it says to me, it comes back to the thing that I'm saying, Hore. It then means that you are living beyond your means. And what we then need to educate people on is not to live beyond their means. Is that if you want to actually do both of these things, you've got to create enough income streams for both of them. Which then
Right.
means I'm saying to you, switch off the DSTV. That's what I'm saying to you. For at
Yeah.
least 2 or 3 years, switch it off. Go and watch DSTV on Twitter because people babble like at shows at DSTV on Twitter every
Yeah.
day. You are not missing out on anything.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
That
cut
500
out
rands.
certain
Yeah.
yes. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to cut out certain things. Because what you ultimately have to get yourself back to is where you are not financially distressed, where paying your debt does not feel like a momentous task. That's where you need to get to so that you can actually have the opportunity to put money away. Because if you're
Yeah.
putting money away, but every day unagana ka yona, then you're not putting money away.
You are not. You're
Then
really
you are
not.
temporarily parking your money so that when the distress comes, you know exactly where to fetch it. That's why you will
Right?
be unable to invest in long-term assets. That's why when we talk to people and we say, you actually have to invest for 5 years, because they want their money to make money quickly and then they want to take it back. That's not investing. That's not what we call
Right?
investing. Investing is a long-term game.
It is
Investing
a
is
long term
you
game.
deciding, I need to put this money away and I've got to give it a chance to do what it is that I want it to do. Now, that money cannot do that if every day you are thinking about it.
Absolutely. I want to add on another quote. I'm going to be quoting you on, and because I told you this is a self love and body positivity movement. Now I want to say self love is living within your means.
Definitely.
Like it's
Definitely.
a no brainer.
It's
Talk to me about,
exactly.
do you have a formula in terms of how you teach people? There's a friend of mine, Penuel. He has a formula that says things like you shouldn't be spending 10% on children. Do you have a breakdown like that that you can give to people?
So I don't. So one of my biggest rules in life is not to prescribe. I don't like prescribing, right? And the reason why I don't like prescribing is because life today is going to look different from life in January. Life in
Mm-hmm.
January is going to look different from life in February. What I do know is that if you exercise the concept of paying yourself first, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what you spend. I don't care what you spend. You can spend whatever you want. You can spend all your money if you want. If you can get paying yourself first right, So if
Okay.
you can get to invest and save money before your debit orders go off,
Okay. I hear you now.
that surety that if you put 3,000 away, the rest of the money that's left in your account is still going to be enough for you to pay your debts and be able to live. That's
Okay.
when I know you have arrived. If
Good.
you can put away even as little as 500 rand first, before anyone gets into your bank account, that is when Nicolette says to you, Kamu, you have arrived. Because you are essentially saying to me, the salary they pay me is 500 rand more than what I need. So I am going to take that 500 and I'm going to put it away.
Right. So tell me about, there's always this indicator, savings and investment, and they always put it at what, 20% or 25% of your salary? Does that still hold? Because you talk about a minimum. You speak about a minimum of 500 rands, but there's always this.
Kamu, living below your means that you are saying the amount of money that hits your bank account every month is too much. That's what living beyond your below your means or within your means. In fact, we don't even say live within your means. We say live below your means. Because if your salary hits the bank account and it's 15,000, you, to prove that you actually live below your means, you should be able to pay yourself first.
Okay.
And then whatever you are left with, you are saying, I am confident that
I can survive on this.
Money is enough to take me through the month, and I don't even have to think about the money that I have put away. That's when I say to you, Kamu, you have arrived financially. That's the sweet spot where you want to get, Kamu. You want to get to a point where you've got a bunch of South Africans that are able to put money away and still be able to live comfortably with whatever is left in their bank account. Currently, what's happening is that South Africans allow their money to come in, cut to a debit order, barrage grocery, badire 1, 2, 3, 4, wusale 300. Then they want to pull that 300 into pieces. And then they want to say, okay, maybe I'll save 150. You can't spend and then save. You've got to save, invest, and then spend. But the only way you can get this right is if you are confident enough that you are living below your means and you know 5,000 from my income, it will be enough money for me for the month. And that is something you've got to teach yourself. No one else can do that for you. It doesn't matter how much Penwell can tell you, 10% here, 10% there, 10% there. It doesn't matter. If you can't get the concept of paying yourself first, you have done nothing. Nothing.
Good. Yeah. Good. Financial freedom. Financial freedom now is being able to pay yourself first.
And remember what I said to you in the beginning. I said financial freedom looks different for all of us. So financial freedom is definitely that. It is being able to say, na khwedi after khwedi, ki comfortably, kapila. I am able to pay my debts. I don't have stress, and I'm able to put money away. So when you ask that question about should you be paying off debt and investing at the same time, financial freedom says you should be able to do both of those things comfortably also. But the only way you can do those things is one, by not overcommitting yourself when it comes to koloto. And two, by not overcommitting yourself when it comes to lifestyle. So it means that you need to understand, in the time that I am in my life right now, as Nicolette, I can only drive a Polo. Because if I drive anything bigger than a Polo, I will start 5,000 for Koloi, so 10,000. And now I'm compromising the 5,000 I used to put away every month. So for the next 5 years, I can drive a Polo. So that in the 5 years, I can save 5,000 every month. ke beya banking accounting.
ba bang ebile tshwanetse ba tsamaye ka di-taxi wena o bua ka pholo motho
Do you
tshwanetse a
understand?
downgrade gore a tsamaye ka taxi.
Do you understand? That's self-love. That's you being able to recognize that there's a certain lifestyle that you are unable to afford right now with the means that you've got.
Yeah.
Then you've got to ask yourself, do I downgrade or do I actually increase my income streams? Because there is always an inverse to one action. The inverse is you've got to add additional income streams. That's when people then say to me, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't work as a waitress. I can't. And I'm saying, you are confused about whether to pay off debt or to invest. I'm saying take up a job that gives you 500 rand every single month. Just an extra 500 rand. Now the confusion is gone. Yes, put away the 500, carry on paying the koloto tsagago with the income that you get from your salary. If you're confused. So that's why I say to people, it is important to assess your own situation and ask yourself, where is the actual problem? Because if the problem is you don't earn enough, then it means that you need to go get another additional income. If the problem is you are the problem, then you need to have self-discipline and you need to say to yourself, I need to change.
Yeah, we need to pause a little bit and look at how we are the stumbling blocks to our own financial freedom. I know you love talking about income streams. I've seen a lot of videos where the subject of the income streams is important, and I would love to talk about it, but I'm looking at the time. So I'm going to ask you live now, people watching, can I please have a second interview in January so that we can cover income streams and budgeting?
That's fine. Right. Because here's the other thing about additional income stream. The narrative of additional income stream has been PR so badly in this country. We keep telling people, get additional income stream, get additional income stream. It's wrong. It's wrong. What we need to say to people is diverse the way you earn.
Okay, talk to me.
You've got to diverse the way you earn money. You don't need to have additional income streams. Because the idea of additional income streams makes people think that they need to earn multiple salaries. And the salary idea, because then people are like, so when you start saying diverse the way you earn, so instead of just earning a salary, what are other ways of earning? Now you start to realize that there's actually other ways to earn money.
To make money.
Salary is not the only avenue of earning money. In fact, I can tell everybody that's on this live right now that all of us have one income stream that is additional, that all of us can actually add today, right now. It is in your bank statement. Stop eating takeaways. It is an income stream in itself.
Okay. I gotta agree with you there.
Stop buying airtime every second day. It is an additional income stream. So most of us, I can assure you now, if you are looking for an extra 500 rand, go into your bank statement.
And interrogate your bank statement.
And interrogate and be honest with yourself. 500. But the problem is that when we think about additional income streams, we think salaries. We think we need to earn salaries.
Yeah,
we need business. There are various ways to earn money. And that's why I say you've got to diversify the income. You don't have to diversify the actual work. Diversify the income.
No, nyaguzwa. I really, and Bobby, my brother, is on this call and he's busy saying, Mr. Delivery is smacking my income stream. Yeah, boy, you better change yourself. Guys, this has been powerful for me. I myself, I'm going to need to go back on this live and really extrapolate a lot of wisdom that Nicolette has shared. There's a lot that's in here. But, the overall important thing is this. Financial freedom, Buffett, should be at the top of your list. You should be loving yourself. Yeah. Financial freedom is a basic right, guys.
Absolutely. It's a basic right that the only way you're going to realize it, the only way you're going to realize financial freedom is by understanding what it actually means for you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us don't actually
Defining
understand
it.
what it
For
actually
ourselves.
means. Yes. We've got to redefine what financial freedom looks like, because people think financial freedom is wealth. People think financial freedom go by the rich auntie. It's not. It's not. It's not you coming on Instagram and flashing for us. That's not financial freedom. Financial freedom is you being in a space where you tick off everything and you say, what's our king there? I'm not distressed. My mental health is taken care of.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Ooh,
My family
I understand
is
you
taken care of.
perfectly. I understand
So
you.
that is financial freedom. I have access to the things that I know I deserve at the point in my... See, the other thing is we like to look next door. Now, what you're doing is you're looking next door where Kamu is
Right.
at chapter 30. You are at your chapter 5. But you want the life Kamu has. Only go chapter 5. Balabuka. Go through the steps and get to chapter 10 so that you can understand why Kamu has unlocked what Kamu has unlocked. That is how you end up living in a financially free manner, by saying, at the place that I'm at currently, at my chapter 5, I am okay and I'm doing well. Yes, I have aspirations to be where Kamu is, but I've got to be kind to myself. I've got to exercise the self-love and say, Nicolette, when you get to chapter 10, these are the things that you are going to have. And then you've got to say, today, I want to work at them. I say to people, go back to my Instagram, go back to 2015. The car I'm driving today is the car I put up in 2015. I knew that in 2020, I am going to be driving a Range Rover Sport. I knew it.
Listen.
Because I said to myself, this is the life I want, but I know I can't live it at that point. But in 5 years' time, trust Mchana, Siyabangena. And from 2015, I worked and I worked and I worked, Kamu. I worked and I worked and I planned, and I had to tell myself, no, you can't do this now. You're not there yet. And I went back to the drawing board every time. And when 2020 came, I was like, let's do it now.
Now you're rewarding yourself. You know, there's a lot I can even...
And then you know what?
Listen.
I don't even feel the installment.
Bad for it.
I can feel the installment thing because ki work, ki berekile, ki betlwe, ki carpentile, ki shapile, everything. So now when it goes off every month, I'm like, oh shit, where's their money? Do you understand?
Wow, man.
Because you've got to understand where you are at a certain point. You cannot want to look like somebody else, because that is not self-love. That is loving what other people have. That's not self-love. Self-love is recognizing the chapter that you are on. Self-love is saying, Kinalidi goals. I've got dreams and I've got aspirations. And the dreams and aspirations require work. And when you work for your dreams and your aspirations and you work for your financial freedom, it tastes even sweeter.
Bona, nanga thola kiritu, utleko redefining beauty, utloba ambassador, because you preach self-love so beautifully. Like I'm just here like consuming even for myself. Because this is also for me. It's not even about the people that are watching. It's also for me to grapple and to take from you.